Hi, boys and girls. Okay, now we are on activity 3 for this week of April 13th. Okay, now this activity is some more paper. You can tear it out of a notebook, you can have it from a printer, whatever you have at your house is great. And what we're going to make is an ABC animal book. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So now it can just be a few pages, it doesn't have to be that many. We don't have to get through all the letters of the alphabet, but if you would like to, then I put a few pages together, okay? So you probably want to have your family help you. Write the title on the front, My ABC Animal Book. Now what would be cute is if you could draw some pictures of some animals or cut some out of some magazines later. Now as we open up the book, I just did it a different way instead of doing it like a normal book, which this is called vertical. I did it horizontal, okay? You can do it either way, it doesn't matter. I just did it different. And when I open up the book, now there's little pictures of animals, see? Now I did my best. I did not do it perfect or anything, and yours doesn't need to be perfect. What matters is if you're trying. Now I just chose the first 3 letters of the alphabet, and I tried to think of an animal that started with that sound. So as I started with the first animal, what is that animal? You see them outside, they'll bite you if you're at a picnic. An ant. Ant. It starts with an A. So I'm going to write the A down. I already wrote the capital and the lowercase. So family, that would probably be something you want to help them with. Then I'm writing the actual name of the animal. You don't have to do that. I'm just showing you how I got that animal ant on here because it starts with an A, okay? Or you could write an alligator, alligator. So we're thinking of animals that start with that sound. Now the next one is a B. Now families, I did go on and write the capital and the lowercase. It might be beneficial if, like we did on the last book, you do the little dot, dot, dot. So I'm going to do that now. When you do the dot, 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 you sometimes have to make it a little big. It's better to go bigger than smaller when you're doing the dot, dot, dot letters because it's hard to trace over those, okay? So I did a capital B and a lowercase b. What is that? A butterfly. Yeah. So you would trace over the letters. The next one is a, what do you think? A cat. Cat. So I made the capital C and the lowercase c. So that is something, again, families, if you could help do those little dot letters, that will help my boys and girls very, very much. Now I know that it's hard, and I know there's lots of activities and lots of things to do. Now if it's easier for them to cut out, that's okay too. They can cut out some letters out of the magazines. So you can modify and change it to what fits your family, okay? Now if they can write and you can help them so that their letters are going with the right animals, that is wonderful. But sometimes I understand. There's lots of things and lots of friends in the house. Now, if you have some ink, if you have like a stamp pad, and you can put some little stamps of your fingers, your thumb is usually going to be the biggest one. And you can stamp it around. Someone is trying to come in my room right now. I think it's Mr. Man. I think he's going to say hi.
Hi, guys.
Yes. So if you want to take your stamp of your thumb and put it around, you can do that even, okay? And you can make that stamp into an animal. That's one thing to do. But I don't have a stamp pad, so I just drew circles, or ovals, I should say. I drew some ovals, and then I drew kind of like a big B for the butterfly wings. Now, you could change it, and you could crawl out a shape for each page, families. Like you could say, okay, on this page, let's draw 3 triangles. You remember what a triangle is? Well, let's see if you remember. Is this a triangle? No, that's not a triangle. What is that? A circle. So that wouldn't be a triangle. What about this shape? Is that a triangle? No, what is that? A square. Very good. What about this one? What is that? Rectangle. Very good. Okay. Now what you could do, you could take a shape that your family calls out and you could make that into an animal. We could do that. So how could we take the circle and make it into an animal? Oh, I have an idea. Let me get out a crayon. What if I take and I put some ears on it that droop down? I'm going to move my, just one second, I'm going to tilt it down.